Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video again on Hedera or Hbar. Had to make a video on that. I mean, I covered it yesterday or the day before as well, but obviously, I mean, yesterday in general was still fine, and Hbar was still holding its own. Until the evening and until the night, because in the night we got one of the biggest liquidation events we've seen this year. It might actually be the biggest one. But one of the biggest events this year, and the price dropped down all the way. Like we spiked down on Bybit at least, so probably a little bit less on most exchanges. But we dropped down all the way to 20 cents. And we have talked about that level before, all right, when the price was at the bottom of the range right here. And sometimes we talked about, yeah, you know, if we actually fail to hold the range, that's the next support level. But in no shape or form, I expected the kind of instability in the world and the potential trade wars, etc. I did not expect us to drop down all the way below 25 cents. I've talked about 25 cents. I've told you for the last couple of days, I think it's most likely we're dropping back down into the bottom of the range. So hopefully that helped. But getting a drop like this, I mean, I have predicted some crashes before in the past, but this one I did not predict, and I also did not expect, honestly. So what that means for Hbar is that, well, if you take a look at the 12-hour time frame, we're actually still holding the 25 cents level. I mean, we haven't closed below that, but the next 12-hour time frame candle is closing in 2 hours, and it's very likely that will close down below 25 cents, of course. So what that means is that we have broken down below the previous range. So the main question right now for Hedera is, well, will we actually be able to reclaim that level and get back into the range? Or is this a real breakdown? And are we going to trend down? Because honestly, if we fail to get back into the range, that would be the only logical outcome, right? Then we will do something like this. We'll retest it and we'll slowly drop down into 20 cents as the main next support level, which obviously is not what most of you want to hear, and it's also not what I want to tell you. But that is unfortunately the truth, purely structurally and technically speaking. So what does that depend on, right? I mean, what determines whether we will be able to reclaim this level right here at 25, 26 cents or not? Honestly, I have to tell you that that's just a mix of Bitcoin and the kind of macroeconomic markets. All right, so then we're talking about stocks, we're talking about the dollar strength index, we're talking about a whole lot of different numbers that have nothing to do with crypto. Right now, the main bearish kind of catalysts that's going on in crypto and going on in these financial markets is the kind of trade wars, the tariffs that are being raised, or the tariffs that are being put into place. If there's some sort of a positive development to that, right? So if they de-escalate, if there's less tariffs, or if there's negotiations that are actually fruitful, then Hbar will be able to reclaim this level and get back into the same range, which would be amazing right now. But if that doesn't happen, and we see no kind of improvement in the macro financial and macroeconomic markets, unfortunately, I have to tell you, and I have to tell you in general, that it's best in market circumstances like this to assume the worst. And the worst would be getting a real breakdown below 25 and 26 cents, respecting the breakdown, and well, basically that, because that would mean that we would get into a downtrend. I'll keep you updated on this. All right, so I'll keep an eye. I'll keep an eye on kind of the macros, and tell you over the course of today. Also when analyzing Bitcoin, whether we will be able to put in that reclaim or not. So I will keep you updated on that. But for now, unfortunately, I have to tell you that I think this is the most likely scenario to kind of assume that that's going to happen. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. For now, try to have a great day. I'll see you on my next videos, and bye.